well, me. The kids are in bed, and Timmy's at work. He's always at work. But anyway, oh, hey, guess what? It is live. We are live, you guys. This is exciting. It's about time. So hopefully it's live for you guys too. Let me see if it is. It is. Hey, it's live. Oh, about time. Okay, so here's the deal. I've gotten a lot of questions in the past. Some of them are from here, some of them are from like Facebook. Um, oh my gosh, sorry, hold on. I'm hearing this like 1,000 different places. That's really weird. How weird, I'm hearing it like in 10 places. Oh my gosh, I can hear it too many places. I gotta take these off. I can't, that just, it's screwing me up because it's echoing me on different things. Okay, so anyway, um, sorry it took so long to get a connection. It was super duper weird and I don't know what was wrong. But these are questions that I've gotten over the last few months. I didn't get a lot today. I got a few messages, but not a lot of questions today. But these are just questions that I've gotten a lot since we started doing videos again and just like off of old videos and things like that. And most of them, most every question I get is related to autism or epilepsy. Those are like the two, excuse me. Those are like the two main questions that I get all the time. Is autism or epilepsy questions. It's like all the time. And I'm not even kidding you, all the time. And I don't get a lot of questions except for those ones. So I just thought I would jump right in and answer the main questions that I get for you guys. And then if you have any more questions during this live video, go ahead and comment them. And then that way I can answer them right here, right now in this video. So hopefully it's working. Let me know if you can see me because it's really like, I don't know. This is weird for me. I've never done one of these before. Oh, wow. My eyebrow looks really weird right now. Okay. So, the main question that I get a lot, like a lot, would be, when did we know that Ty had autism? Like, was there symptoms and like how old was he and things like that. So he around 18 months started regressing a lot, and he developed really normally up till then, walking, crawling, like basic words like mama, dada, baba, those type of things. And then it just around like 18 months he kind of just slowly started going backwards with things. And I would say that probably by 24 months, I started seeing really clear signs of autism. Not like, ooh, maybe he has autism. I'm talking like super crystal clear signs of autism. Um, so he would show signs like walking on the balls of his feet, flapping his hands, minimal to no eye contact, just very not interactive, not like playing with his siblings as much. And it progressively got worse over time. And so around 2.5, I knew, like, I was like 99% sure he had autism, but we were in the middle of moving from Georgia to Montana, which is a very long move. And then when we got to Montana, we got put on a waiting list to even get him tested for autism. So to even see if it was a possibility of having autism. And so we didn't get him tested until he was 3.5 years old. Even though I already knew he had it, we didn't get him tested until then. So like I already, aside from like mommy gut, and just knowing, like I knew something was up. I just knew. And so it like, it's different though when you know, and then when like someone like this whole team, it's like a whole bunch of people in a room talking to you about your child and tells you that they have autism. Like, it, even though I went into the meeting knowing, and I was like really sure he had it, it was like, I'm not even kidding you, like one of the weirdest days of my life, because I knew what they were going to say and it just gutted me. It was so hard to hear. It was so hard to have all these professionals tell you your kid has autism. Like, to hear those words, your child is diagnosed with autism, or however they word it, it's gut wrenching. It is so hard to hear. So, I did end up having a lot of support. And then there was also people who knew us pretty well who were like, no, he doesn't have it. No, oh, there's no way he has it, or things like that, or oh, he's just a little delayed. And it was really hard because we already knew that's what he has, and he was already diagnosed. And then instead of being like supportive and caring, they were kind of opposite of that, if it makes sense. So that was really tough. But, it's one of those things that you just, over time, everyone comes to comes to grips with what's happening. So that happened. So he was diagnosed at about 3.5 years old, and he was showing a lot of signs of autism, just to clear those things up. Did he and can he talk? He did say, like the basic mama, dada, baba words, and no before then, but he lost that language and was only saying no for like a good 2 to 3 years, between like about a year and a half old until he started talking at almost 4 years old, which there's a video on that of the first time he started really talking besides saying no and don't. So now he can talk. It's not super clear, and if you don't know him or are around him a lot, you may not understand him. But like, we met with his new teacher for this school year today, and when he was talking, she understood what he was saying. Granted, she's done this line of work for like 12 years, I think is what she said, so a long time, so that's probably why she understood, but she did. So that was good. See, I get the question, at least I have in the past, when did he start walking or crawling? He was 6 months old when he started crawling, and about 13-ish months old when he started walking, which to me, those are pretty like normal things. Hold on a second. Those are like pretty normal ages to walk. At least I feel like they are. So I wasn't too concerned until about like I said, like the 24 month ish is when I got really concerned. So those are the main autism questions I get. I also get, can he open doors and put his shoes on, basic things like that. Yes, he can. Sometimes after a really bad seizure day, he kind of regresses and loses some of those things, but he can do those things. So he does do them when he can. So he's like Houdini with locks and stuff. He can get out of like anything. So yes, he can do that. So as regards to like, oh, and how does he do with change? I get that question a lot. He does pretty good, but it's because his whole life has had a lot of change. We've moved a lot during his life. He has a lot of people he's around all the time, so he does pretty good with like large groups and change. And I think it's just, he hasn't really had a choice not to. He has 2 younger siblings and an older sibling, so there's always change happening. So I guess it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't faze him like I think most autistic kids. So, and then as far as epilepsy questions go, some questions I get a lot is he on medications? Which, if you saw the video saying giving my kids drugs or something like that, yes, he's on medication. They are seizure meds. He's not on any other medications but seizure medication, and a medication to help him sleep, because if he doesn't have that, he's up all but like an hour or two every night. So, and then he's a grumpy bear because he doesn't get sleep. So he is on seizure medication, and I am going to tell you what they are, because I just want to be like really transparent with you guys and like tell you exactly how it is. So he is on 150 milligrams in the morning and 150 milligrams at night of Lamictal, or lamotrigine, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. So he takes that morning and night at 7 o'clock every morning and night, regardless of if we're home or wherever we are. He takes it. So he does have other medications that we don't use daily. They're just like rescue medications. And one of them is called clonazepam. That's what we use for cluster seizures. And if they're really mild seizures, but they just kind of keep coming. And then if they're really bad seizures or get really close together and the clonazepam's not working, or it's not safe to put it in his mouth, then we use Diastat. We like to use the clonazepam first because the side effects are a lot less and he seems to do better with it, but we have used and do use both. So, yes, both of those have happened. There you go. Let's see. And also, I get asked sometimes if he is nonverbal. I get asked that a lot. And I already kind of covered this. He does speak some, but he is a lot. He's not nonverbal, but he's not like fluent talking either. So he's kind of like low verbal or minimal verbal, but he does talk some, enough to communicate with me and people he knows really well. So that's good. I'm trying to think if there's any other questions that I had gotten asked recently. Oh, I got asked what triggers his seizures. Like, is there specific things that trigger them, and like how does he do with them and things like that. So, large crowds or a lot of stimulation, I've noticed triggering seizures, so we have to be careful there. We, especially in large crowds where there's not like shopping carts or things, we do use a wheelchair sometimes. But that's also for safety factor too, like to keep him from like, running out into the street or darting in front of traffic in a parking lot, things like that. So I keep it in my car a lot, whether we're using it or not. If you watch the last vlog I put up today, it's called Huge Shark. If you watch that video, you will get a glimpse of what his wheelchair looks like. I love this chair. It is wonderful. It works so good for him. They're very expensive, but I feel like it's a need, like a medical need for him, because, and a safety need, because he doesn't really have a sense of danger. He doesn't really get that, like, oh, if I run out in front of a car, it could hit me and kill me. The same thing with the knife video, if you saw that one about it could kill you. The same thing. He is like holding this big giant knife and doesn't realize, like, I could fall and this could kill me. Like, he doesn't get the sense of like danger and stuff, so we have to be extra careful with that at all times with him. So those are some of the basic questions that I get asked, and I mean there's many more, but this is some that I feel like are the most common that I get. I get some comments a lot, but as far as questions go, that's pretty much it. So if you have other questions, leave them below, and it doesn't have to be autism or epilepsy related, but this is going to be a every Wednesday night thing now that I know how to set this up, and it will be on time next time. It'll be at 8:30 instead of more like 9:30, because it took me forever to figure out how to do this. So put your questions below and maybe they will be in next week's video. These are just going to be bonus videos. They're not going to replace our daily videos. These are just like extra to keep all the questions answered, because I don't have a lot of time to reply to comments. I wish I could, and we don't even get that many comments, and it's hard sometimes. So this is just a good way for me to like come chit chat with you guys. You can log on and watch it and comment on YouTube, right on the YouTube channel, and then I can see those comments and reply to them right here in the video. So think of any questions you have, comment them during this podcast thing, or you can also, like every Wednesday night, or you can just comment below this video for next week, and I will also have this video pulled up so that you can see that one. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here so that you can see all of our little updates and things. And we have a Twitter now and a Facebook page because we finally got around to setting one of those up. I've been asked many times in the past if we had one, and we do now. So check those out. The links for this will actually, every Wednesday night, will be on Twitter. So you can also ask questions on Twitter. But just plan on Wednesday nights at 8:30 and look for the link on Twitter. And that is Mountain Time. And one more little thing I want to say before I sign off here is that we are growing our channel and we're trying to grow it a bit faster. So I have a challenge going for you guys. So if we can get to 10,000 subscribers, which I know is a big number, but I shoot for the stars. So if we can get to 10,000 subscribers by October 1st of this year, so 2015, then I will be shaving my head on October 1st right here on this YouTube channel, and I will be bald. So share these videos like crazy, have all your friends subscribe, get the word out there so that we can get to our 10,000 subscriber goal, and that I will have to shave my head for you guys live. Who knows, we may have another YouTuber get involved in that, I'm not sure. But like the video, give it a big thumbs up, and comments below for next week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye now.